and they're going to laugh at you. They're going to laugh at you and everything that you tell them, even if you tell them the truth. Kids laugh at everything. Even some adults too. Some adults laugh at something too, but they take this world seriously. Kids don't take this world seriously. Kids take everything as a joke. If you want to call them star seeds, yes, they do. We do. Wadu. And to get advice, to get approval from adults, it's not the whole thing. Whatever that it is that we're trying to complete, what we're trying to accomplish or achieve, shouldn't be approved by adults. Half of it does, but it should be approved by kids. It should be approved by children. You should get their say. You should get their advice and what they think about it. Don't go to an old person. Go to a child. Go to children. Tell them the truth. And when you tell them the truth, they'll laugh at you. Because they see everything as a joke. They'll laugh at you. They'll laugh at it. Why are they laughing? We'll tell you why. They're sober. You see? They laugh at everything, and the way that they see things in the so-called world, in this realm, is because they are sober. They are not under any influence whatsoever. So when you look at adults, and you see them walking around, standing in a building or whatever, and they're smoking and drinking, and that's it. You cannot deliberately separate what has taken place in that very moment. You see an adult or a teenager doing the things you think that's appropriate for themselves, let alone appropriate for the environment, appropriate for the planet, appropriate for children. You know, it's like we do these things. We do these things. You see somebody smoking, drinking, and you might even participate in it with them, with this community. Or it doesn't even matter your race or your species of people, your nationality, your culture. It's still the same. People still get intoxicated. Nothing's truly changed. It's still the same. But as we see people intoxicate themselves in this realm, you would want to tell them the truth. But it's not going to work. because they're already doing it. People are in a streak. They they do stop. They do stop. They're not doing it every hour, every minute of the day. They stop. They have to stop because the amount of things that they ingest on a daily basis, you can't be doing that on a daily basis. You can't be doing that in your sleep. When you're sleeping, when you go to sleep, you're not eating, you're not drinking, you're not smoking. You're not doing neither of those things. Neither. You're actually fasting. You're resting. You're recharging. And you're probably dreaming too. Dreaming. Yes, dreaming. You're not eating nothing. You're not drinking nothing. You're not smoking nothing. When you're asleep, when you're sleeping, you're actually meditating unconsciously. See, the way kids sleep is different, a different area, a different realm, the way adults sleep. So we have to take in consideration. Consideration into how are you able to sleep from your childhood to your adulthood? How has that changed? How do we see that? And why do we see it that way? And we're going to say it here. It took us 6 to 7 calendar months going into so-called 2024. We are at 6 to 7 calendar months of no sleep. No sleep. Mind you, you're probably wondering, 6 to 7 calendar months of no sleep? What are you doing? Yeah, exactly. What are we doing? If you're not asleep, if you don't sleep for that long, what could you possibly be doing? Well, not sleeping. That side, not asleep, not sleeping. You're awake. You don't. The fact is that you don't sleep. The energy being used for sleep is being used for something else. That's what it is. But it doesn't, as they say, it's not easy. It wasn't easy. Getting there, getting here, going there, going here, thinking about sleep, tireless nights, tireless days and nights, thinking about sleep, looking at people sleep, watching your family sleep, watching your friends sleep, watching animals sleep, watching the bugs and insects sleep, watching the planet sleep, right? And you wonder at this point, what and who are you communicating to? What are we communicating to at this point? Ourselves. Our souls. That's what we're communicating to. And then you have people say, well, you gotta balance this. You have to balance this realm, in between realms. You can't be in this side of the realm and be there, and you gotta go this side of the realm and be there. That's difficult to do. So there's a reason why kids sleep. There's a reason why adults sleep, because they need to balance out that realm. And so are the animals too. If you even sleep with animals, right? And that's an entirely different story. Especially if you have a very, you know, some sort, the way that you sleep is the way that you sleep. I don't know how people sleep. You can think of many places of where you think you can actually sleep. Who, sleeping where, sleeping here, sleeping there, sleeping with who, sleeping with what. We're not going to go there to our, who are you sleeping with? No. The interesting thing is, why do we still continue to see people sleep? That's the thing. Why do we still see people continue to be awake? Why do we have that choice? Is it a choice? Like we said, tell the kids, tell the children the truth. Tell them the truth. And you will get their approval. They will laugh at you, not in the way of disrespect, but they will laugh at you for approval. They will laugh at you in a playful manner. They might think it's a bit strange, but they know that might work for them later on. They may not be doing it now, but if you tell them the truth on the things that you think it may work for, they will use it in the so-called future, or later on, if even. So this is what's going on when you're not sleeping, when we're not sleeping. You hear everything. You see everything. See? You see people sleep. That's what you see. You see people sleep, but you don't see their dreams. That's the other thing. You can go as far as that. You see your family sleep, you see your friends sleep, you may see your neighbors sleep, but you don't get to see their dreams. See? You only get to see your own dreams. Right? So Where do you think this all goes? Where do you think this all comes from? Your own imagination. What are the kids what are the kids dreaming about when they sleep? See? There's a collective dream that you can tap into. If you know what it is, it's available to you. It's available for everyone if they know what it is. Right. If you're sober enough to know, if you're sober enough to feel, then you'll know. If you're sober as a child, right? Then you'll know. Because they know. All of them do. They won't tell you. They won't show you. Because that's how they are. You tell them the truth, they'll laugh at you. They will, but they'll learn it too. These are the places and spaces that meditation can give most of us, let alone the children. How will children meditate versus how an adult meditates? They're not one and the same. They're not the same. We all don't meditate the same way. But when we bring up meditation, it's very, very different. Everything that you do is meditative. You eat, you're meditating. You sleep, you're meditating. You're drinking, you're meditating. You're doing the thing, you're meditating too. But that's besides the point. The meditative point, the universal trajectory point is the kids. It's the children. They have it within them. They know where the universe is going. All the kids do. They know where the universe is going. They see where the universe is going every single day. And as older beings, some of us do. Some of us do. Some of us don't. And that's okay. That's why we have that ability to tap back into the inner child, your soul, however that might be for you, us, them. But ultimately, children see where the universe is going, how the universe is moving, how it's manifesting for them. Their mind is the thing. Their mind is the thing that guides them. Their psychic minds are the ones that guide them. Straight from the source.